ProplanX
Manifesto for Agile Software Development. In the year 2001, the leading Agile practitioners of the day declared through this manifesto the foundational basis for an Agile method. Let us go through the manifesto. Number 1. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Number 2. Working software over comprehensive documentation. Number 3. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Number 4. Responding to change over following a plan. It is important to state here that the items on the left carry more weight in comparison to the items on the right. Now, let us take the opportunity to go into detail on each of these manifesto items. Individuals and interactions over processes and tools. Agile emphasizes the importance of individuals than just the tools or processes. Agile recognizes the fact that communication happens best when it is face-to-face. Tools are only supplementary in nature. Extensive documentation is of little value when the understanding is still evolving. Instead, interact in person when possible. Agile teams are to be empowered such that they are self-managing in nature. What they need is management support and protection from interference, both internal and external to the project. Agile focuses on teamwork, and hence the teams need to be composed of generalizing specialists, where the team can support each other in times of need. Working software over comprehensive documentation. When a project reports % complete, it cannot be assumed that the software or the product is working and useful. To prevent this disconnect, it is better to have working software to measure project progress. Similarly, when stakeholders inspect a tangible working product, they are better able to provide feedback, which in turn helps in better decision making. Agile does not mean no documentation. All it means is that documentation should be done to the extent required based on the understanding of the work and the immediate need. As we will see later, this nicely connects up with the simplicity principle and also to the lean principle of minimizing waste. Customer collaboration over contract negotiation. Understanding the customer's needs is more important than putting everything in a contract. Inflexible contracts limit the options required to support customers' changing needs. Remember, change is the only constant in this universe and definitely so on a project. Change can arise due to many reasons such as market, business conditions, and so on. Agile advises us to collaborate with the customer to understand their needs and build to their satisfaction, instead of documenting everything in a contract. Customer feedback and guidance is required to ensure that the system is built as per their requirements. Responding to change over following a plan. Since the environment we live in is dynamic, it is necessary for the project to embrace change. Planning is more important than following a plan. Planning, as used here, is an action or a verb. That is, it is an ongoing activity. Plan represents a document in time, which implies fixed. In a dynamic environment, a plan is essentially outdated the moment it is created. Since business needs change due to various reasons, it is imperative for projects to accept changes to satisfy those needs. The key lies in recognizing the fact that change itself is universal. Agile projects follow progressive elaboration, where work to be done is understood in an incremental and iterative fashion. This leads to new discoveries and, quite possibly, changes the understanding.